Welcome, everyone, to Youth at the Crossroads and Can TV. How are you all doing today? This is my daughter, Kaylin. She's visiting today. She's out of school, so got to keep her near. We all can't do that, but I'm blessed to be able to do that. Say hi, Kaylin.
Hi.
All right, so Kaylin, you probably watched on some of my shows. We usually take a moment of, just to breathe. So you do that with us. You don't have to look at yourself. But, okay, young people, parents and guardians, as one of our guests and people around the world say, let's woo-sa, let's take a break. Let's breathe through our nose. Or inhale through our nose. Exhale through the mouth. Are you breathing?
No.
Okay, I hope everyone is relaxing, taking a break. Kaylin, put your hands down. They don't want to see you biting your fingers. I want to thank all the guests that we've had thus far. Everybody has been loving the conversations. We've had great responses. Our engineer, Raphael, his baby has finally been born. He sent me the names. I'm unable to pronounce it. So he'll be on the show one day to tell you his new baby's name. And my cousin had a new baby, Ashira. She had a new baby. And her baby's name is Anthony. So congratulations to my cousin, Ashira. And seemed like there was another baby born recently. But anyway, let's get on with our show today. All right, school is about to end. Your resume is done. You're preparing for your interviews, right? Okay. Let's go to an interview of a young lady. All right? Here we go.
Oh, great. Today?
Hold on. Frank. I'm here to interview Mr. Banks.
Mr. Banks, your name is?
Tatiana DeLavore.
Tatiana DeLavore.
Okay. Come on now. Finish up with your phone call before meeting the secretary, the receptionist. So, you come up the elevator, you get off the bus, you get out the car, you let the person on the phone know, I need to go take care of some business, I'll call you back. You should have your ringer off. It should be on silent. Vibrate probably wouldn't be good for this situation because you don't need anything disturbing you during the interview. Okay? So you want to take care of those things. There's a secret that I need for you young people to know. If you disrespect the secretary, the receptionist, whoever the first line of defense is, it's a great chance that you will not get that job. I have been told that CEOs, presidents, they will contact the secretary, the first person that you meet, and they will ask them, so, let's use Kaylin. How was Kaylin when she walked in? Tell me about her. What was her demeanor? If the secretary has a bad report, there's a great chance that you will not get that job. This is your first impression, okay? Let's see what else happens here.
I'm fine. I have to take off your shoes though. I don't take no hand. I got a complex.
You got the complex?
I don't take no hand.
Your shoes hurt your feet. They're a brand new pair of shoes. Totally understandable they're going to hurt. Your shoes should have been broken in at home. You buy the shoes. You look crazy at home wearing them with stuff it don't match with. It's fine. Get used to the shoes that you intend to wear for your interview. Okay? Please don't walk into your interview with no shoes on unless you working somewhere there's sand, there's water, and that's how they're rolling there. But if you're in a professional setting, please walk in with your shoes. There's some safety issues. There's some places where you will work, they'll say you can't wear sandals. They need your back of your foot covered and the front of your foot covered. You just walking in with no shoes at all, you're totally in violation. She said, I don't shake hands. I have a complex. That's realistic. There are people who do not shake hands. Totally understandable.
What's a complex?
A complex where you just like, just causes for you to cringe and just can't do it. I have a complex. I have a problem with it, or just difficulty. Good question. If you don't shake hands, I believe that the interviewer will understand. It's just how you state it. So don't say, oh, I don't shake hands. Don't say it like that. Say, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I don't shake hands, but is it okay that I sit here? You can hurry up and change the subject, okay?
All right. How'd you hear about us?
Sit down first. Damn. A friend of my baby's daddy's uncle. Friend of my third baby's daddy's uncle referred me, and he said that I was hiring.
Okay. I've been looking over your resume.
It's understandable that you're nervous. It's understandable if you need to chew gum. It's not acceptable to chew it during your interview. The cell phone should be turned to silent, and the gum or the candy should be left in the garbage on the outside or in the ground in one of those sewer manholes. Not in the interview, young people. Not acceptable.
It's quite impressive. One of the things I wanted to ask you is, this is a very demanding job, flexible hours. Are you willing to be flexible and a team player?
What do you mean by flexible?
Sometimes we might have you to work Saturdays, some Sundays, and then we might need you to stay late sometimes. I heard you mention you got 3 baby daddies, and so I know that you need at least have 3 babies. So do you have help with after school care?
All that's taken care of. We ain't gonna talk about my personal life. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, by the way, Kaylin was the videographer for this Sunday when these mock interviews were recorded. So let's see in this segment here. You see more of the chewing of the gum. There was a lot of rolling of the eyes. And she picked up the phone. Try to control the eye rolling. Do your best to maintain eye contact with the person interviewing you as much as you can. Yes, they may look different from you. Yes, they may say something funny. I like to laugh during interviews. It kind of helps me with my nerves. But do the eye contact and try not to roll your eyes too much, okay? So she picks up her phone. You all have to see what happens on the phone call.
Did you get the hair? Nah, I want human hair. Human hair. I want human hair. Don't give me that rag that you be getting me.
Ma'am, if this is not a good
Sir,
time,
please.
we can read.
Human hair. 3 bundles. 11 feet. Alright. Gratitude.
I have other interviewees after you, so I just this is not a good time for you.
Go ahead.
We can respect.
Go ahead.
Okay. And so,
You good?
what makes you think?
No, we're not good. We're not okay. The person who's trying to interview you is trying to get your attention, and you're not receiving. We're not good. Don't take a call during your interview. Life or death, step out the room, but you
At
do
least
not.
you want to go to the bathroom and then take your call.
Exactly. Thank you. You step out, but you shouldn't even knew that your phone was ringing. most interviews will last, I mean, if they really like you and you're having a conversation, okay, let's say 30 minutes, 45 minutes. If they inform you that you have a whole day to spend with them, then you should organize your what you need to take care of with your family, daycare or anything with close friends or family members. So nothing should be happening to disturb you. You're trying to get a job. You're not doing them a favor. You're trying to help your family. But you do want to appear to be an asset to the company. It gets worse, if you all can imagine that.
You can have a stack of applications here. What would make you rise above the crowd? Why should we hire you?
I'm nice. I like people. Hold on. What's a girl tell me to say?
Somebody told you to say something?
Uh,
You was coached?
No, I was thinking out loud. Just don't worry about what I say off end. Just worry about what's coming out of my mouth loud.
So you talk to yourself?
So now you just being rude, okay? I'm not the one. You know, you got the wrong one. You don't want none of this.
I don't want any of that.
Anyway,
Okay. The bathroom is where you adjust yourself, not the various screens that are in people's office. You don't want to threaten the person who's interviewing you. Yes, you may feel that some things that they're saying is offensive, or what are you doing? People are looking at you. Stop cleaning your eyes. You may feel that it's offensive, but you don't do your best to ignore a lot of things, okay? And if you feel uncomfortable or you know that this is not the place for you based off of what this person is saying, then you say, you know, thank you for your time, and you excuse yourself. But do know that sometimes crazy stuff on the person's part of the interviewer will happen to test you. So don't think, oh, this is just horrible here. They're seeing what will your reaction be. So keep that in mind. There's more.
I'll have you know I missed my hair interview for this. My hair.
Your hair interview.
My hair appointments. You ain't got to correct everything I say. You don't even know who you messing with, dude.
They
You know,
tell you to repeat back what
Nah.
the person say to make sure we're on the same page.
It'll be a blessing to you for me to work at your little company, okay?
Okay.
Just to know that. It'll be a blessing to you. I just got one question. How much you pay? Because I don't get up out of bed for no less than $54 an hour.
$54
It gotta be
an
$54
hour.
an hour.
Ma'am, I don't make $54 an hour.
Well, it was nice. Well, I ain't gonna even lie. This was a waste of my time because old girl probably got somebody in my seat.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, ma'am.
Yeah.
And have a good day.
Yeah.
You can validate your parking with my secretary.
Man, I ain't got no car.
Okay, yes, it is a blessing for a company to have you. However, you let them discover that. You don't tell them because it just doesn't come out right. In regards to pay, I was trained that you don't ask about it during the interview, and I feel like that's kind of crazy. You let them bring it up. You have questions. You should have a pad. You know, remember you got your portfolio, you have your resume, you have you have your pouch that has your portfolio and there's some samples of your work. You have your resume, you have your pen, you have your cell phone in there. While you're writing at home, you can mention or find a way to discuss what you've researched about the company, but you don't flat out, at least how I was trained, you don't flat out ask, how much am I going to make? And you don't ask the person who's interviewing you how much they make. And you don't refer to you are working up to take their job. you don't do that. You can say, I've always wanted to work for this company. I grew up, knowing about this organization. It's an honor for me to be here, and I look forward to sharing my skills and growing with the company. You growing with the company is possibly you leading up to being the president or the CEO, but you don't flat out tell the person you're going to take their job, okay? You don't tell the person who's interviewing you how they're wasting your time because you had other things to do that day. Yes, there may be some last minute calls where people say, hey, I just pulled your resume. Can you come in? You come in next 30 minutes to an hour, something like that. That's awesome. There's some people who never get a call back. So if that is the case and you cancel some things, that's great. But you don't make them feel like you doing them a favor, or you don't tell them that you're doing them a favor. Yeah, they need you for their company. Yeah, but you don't. Are y'all seeing what I'm saying? You don't do that. That there's a whole, like he said, I have a stack of interviews, a stack of resumes to review. So you can be replaced, and or you just would never be called back. So yeah, you don't want to come from that angle, okay? Yeah, that's not, it's not beneficial. Here's another interesting
Hi, how are you?
take on
I'm
an
here for my
interview.
2 o'clock.
Okay, I'll let them know
This
you're
is
here.
a young
Oh,
man
you don't have to.
interviewing.
You don't have to. I
I'll
can
do
just
it.
go right in
I got it. I have to let them know you're here.
if you say so.
Yes. Your 2 o'clock appointment's here. See you.
You don't just walk in. You let the secretary do her job. I don't care how cool you are with the individual that is interviewing you. You don't tell the secretary, I got this. We have a caller. Caller, go ahead.
Hi, yes. If during the interview I know that I don't want to be a part of this employment, can I excuse myself like in the middle of the meeting, or should I just wait until the end and just not follow through? Or like when is the right time to say that this is not the role for you?
Great question. Thank you for calling, caller. My mentors, my mentors trained me to deal with my comfort level immediately. If you can sit through and make it through the interview, if you have an upset stomach, you feel like you're going to throw up, you want to excuse yourself immediately. Excuse me, I need to go to the restroom. If you have intentions on coming back, or if you feel like, you know what, I don't even want to waste their time anymore, especially if it's going to be an all-day affair where after this interview, they're going to take you to the computer lab. You're going to do sometimes a typing test. Other times they may take you from an individual interview. There may be a group interview, or maybe you're going to meet more people from the company. If you know that that's happening and you're feeling like, yeah, I maybe didn't do enough research on this company, politely excuse yourself. I did do a lot of research, and I was really for sure that this is where I wanted to be, or that this was a good match. Not where I wanted to be, but I felt that this was a good match. I have a feeling that it's not. They may ask you why, and be prepared to tell them if you feel comfortable. Any direct, I don't like you, that type of stuff, even if it's the truth, that's not how you want to go about the situation. Just say this is not a good fit. And if you feel that it's derogatory, then you say, I'd rather not discuss that. Okay? Those are the politically correct ways that I've been trained to get out of those situations. But if you flat out feel sick, I need to get to the restroom right now. They may ask, do you think that you're going to come back? If you feel that you can't come back, then say no. And you do want to be with that company, is it possible I can be rescheduled? I'm really interested, but I'm really feeling sick. I'm sure they understand. People have been sick before. But do speak up for yourself, but please be polite while you're speaking, okay? Let's get to this gentleman here.
Please, sir. Thank you.
Right. You think you should have those children here in the office?
They're fine. It's okay. I got them.
You don't question the secretary. You don't question the organization.
How you doing? Pretty good. How are you?
All right, you too. You bring your resume here?
I do have my resume. I think I surpass all of the qualifications that you're looking for.
Okay.
And I think I'm the person that you need. I don't think you need to look any further.
So there is confidence, there's arrogance, and there's being overconfident. Kind of try to find something in the middle, okay? I was raised, my grandmother used to say, don't toot your own horn. Let them toot the horn for you. Let them praise it and tell you how great you are. You don't do that. So I call this, you can find these interviews under, you could do youth, you go to YouTube and do Youth at the Crossroads, but you can also look up my full name, Lakeisha Hamilton, and you will see these videos underneath me, underneath my my picture. All right, here we go.
Do the people in the company normally have casual attire?
Well, I own my own company.
That's a valid question. You came in a suit, and this brother got on his Nike shirt, matching his pants, his leather jacket, and a cap. Okay, that's a valid question. It's just how you present the question, okay? So, did you know that this person owned the company? Because you could have lost it right there where you first of all, you just questioned the secretary. Now you question the owner, but did you know he was the owner? Did you do your research to find out who you're going to be interviewing with? Is possibility they could switch it up on you, may not know. And who is the person that owns the company if it's a small company, as this one is being portrayed as. But it is a valid question. Hey, is it casual day every am I overdressed for this? Will we often wear casual attire? Those are some valid questions, okay? So let's quickly look at these. Like I said, you can find these on YouTube.
You know, I'm looking over your resume. You have some qualifications.
Oh, I'm sure I fit all of the qualifications. There's no need to look any further.
I'm a contractor, and you know that, right? So, under my contract laws, do you have certificates for English? Do you bring any certificates for English?
Oh, don't worry about that. I can get those things.
Well, I'll see if I can set you up another appointment, because before I can hire you, just looking over your resume and not having the documentation that you need,
You can just take my word for it. I've got all of those things. I've got all the experience.
I'm sorry, sir, but taking the word for it, I have to have it. My company calls for proof. I appreciate you coming by, and if you would, I'll give you a call. But at this point right now, sir, you have to bring me some certificates, legally signed and really updated. All right?
Anybody that doesn't recognize the qualifications that I just brought in here, I don't want to work here anyway.
Okay, that's why you have the portfolio. You have your folder that has your resume. The portfolio has all the certificates. If you truck driving, your CDL, proof of CDL. You have forklifting experiences. You have experience for photography. Bring in samples of your work. If you're a painter, bring in pictures that you printed of the rooms and houses that you painted. that will create your portfolio. You have that stuff, you go in. Don't go in talking about how you qualified and I've done this, I've done that, and there's no proof. Okay, we got to wrap up. We have to go. You know how to find us, youth@crossroads.org, 312-479-5900. I want to thank my son Bryson, who's out there doing the engineering for us today. I want to thank Kaylin for sitting here with me, being my big girl. Because young people, be safe out there this summer. It's already crazy out here in Chicago. Please be safe. Young people travel in groups. Adults, please get together and protect our babies. It's already a mess out here in Chicago. If you're around the world watching, we love you, we thank you, and thank you for kicking it up with us at Youth at the Crossroads. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye.